See, I'm not trying to say that, we shouldn't have fun and we should not have the happy times. We have families and things like that. But how much of ourselves goes into taking God's word against how much of ourselves and what belongs to us and what God has blessed us with and the families that we've been given, and all these things occupy our planning on our mind and our purpose. Is our purpose, is one of our purposes in our life today, is to take God's word out, or is to tell people about God's word and what he did and what he did on the cross and what happened. I think we can all be honest with ourselves. Our priorities are very different today compared to the priorities that the early Christians had. Right? I don't think any of us can deny that. We have our own purposes today. We have our own needs today. And that's fine. So what I want to do today is to take a look at that. How many of us, we have our needs, we have our children's needs, the needs of our parents, the needs of our finances, and all of this. But how many of us have prayed lately to say, Lord, help me see your kingdom and build your kingdom? Right? How many of our prayers, in our family prayers or in our individual prayers, has been about, Lord, help me be selfless? Has it been about, Lord, help me see your perspective for this world? Right? Have we prayed? When was our last prayer that said, help me value the overlooked people? Help us to look at the least among the people that exist and live among us. When was that our prayer? Was that our prayer? When was that our prayer? I'm asking, it's a question more for me and for everybody else, because these are the prayers that Jesus would have wanted us to pray and seek him, and he would have asked us to ask him, Lord, help me to treat others fairly. Right? He would have said, help me to practice this. Why don't you come and pray to me to how you deny yourself? How do I practice self-denial in my life? Right? How do I put others' needs first? Has this ever been our prayers? Right? Because we are so focused on asking for something for ourselves, on our needs. And if we look at the testimonies that happen in churches today, it's about God's blessings, and God blesses everybody in different ways. When has the last testimony been about, oh, at this time there was a conflicting need and I denied myself and I did God's need? That's never been a testimony in church. We don't hear those testimonies in churches today, do we? We have to be honest with ourselves. It's always been about the blessings that we've received. God's given me a house, God's given me a car, God's given me this, God's given me that. When have we ever testified about what we have given God?